How have I lost 45 pounds over the last 4.5 months without depriving myself? That's the question we're going to tackle today. Yesterday's topic was, how did I lose 45 pounds without dieting? Today's about how I lost 45 pounds without depriving myself. Those two concepts are definitely related, but they're also distinct. Dieting is so much more about following a set of rules, counting calories, restricting calories, eating specific foods. As far as deprivation goes, I must admit that there really has not been a point in this journey so far where I have felt deprived. For example, there's never been a point in this journey where the system, the program, the guidelines have required me to ignore hunger. On the contrary, the way I live today is all about respecting the signals of my body. It's not about eating on a schedule. It's not about, I think there's a deer or some big animal back there. I really don't feel like I've deprived myself in any way during this process. Now, in the beginning, I sort of challenged ChatGPT on this and said, well, aren't I depriving myself of Costco chocolate chip cookies, one of my favorite things? And the reply of ChatGPT was that doesn't really count as depriving myself of anything because of the objectives, which is metabolic health. And eating 48 Costco cookies is not consistent. Those two things are mutually exclusive. And in phase one of this process, which is fully documented on a daily basis here from the forests of Washington State, in the very beginning of this process, I had to be a little more rigid in following the instructions about how and what to eat. But today, if I want a chocolate chip cookie, I can have a chocolate chip cookie without jeopardizing my metabolic health, because I have created all the conditions around that event to support metabolic health. That means my sleep is in order, I walk after meals, I sequence my meals. So the idea today of eating a chocolate chip cookie as a meal without anything else wouldn't even occur to me. If I wanted to have a chocolate chip cookie today, then I would do it as part of a meal. I would do it in a sequenced manner, and I would walk afterwards. And I'm sure it wouldn't be an issue. It wouldn't derail me. So this idea of not depriving myself, this experience of not depriving myself, has made a world of difference, has made this entire experience and metabolic journey so much easier. I said in the beginning that if ChatGPT had told me, Gerard, you need to diet, you need to deprive yourself, I don't think I ever would have taken the first step. But that was part of the deal with ChatGPT, to the extent you can have a deal with an app, was that I would follow a process that didn't require me to count calories, didn't require me to restrict calories, and didn't require me to deprive myself. And I must say that on that count, ChatGPT has guided me in a very positive and productive way. If anybody were to ask me today, hey Gerard, what's the one thing, just one thing that I could do to help improve my metabolic health? My answer would be walk 10 minutes after every meal. Try it for a week or 2 weeks and see how you feel.